If you were asked to choose a word on the screen to describe your impression of artificial intelligence, which one would you choose? In 2024, I would choose cool. In 2014, I would choose mysterious. And in 2022, I would choose silly. Do you have the same doubts as me? Why does science and technology developed obviously, but our opinion of it has not improved? A few days ago, I was invited to an advanced scientific research institution where I found the answer. There, I met with several AI developers. When I first received the invitation, I was very excited. But when I went to the lab, I was a little disappointed. Contrary to the movie, it's not full of all kinds of high-tech equipment. It looks like an ordinary office. But others have told me that all the people sitting here are PhDs from the world top universities. From this point of view, it's still in line with my expectations. And the hair volume of Dr. Daniels also meets my expectations. The technicians told me very warmly that the AI they developed was very powerful because it can read photos. So it's just a picture recognition software? Is that what you are thinking right now? Coincidentally, so do I, but my idea was quickly dismissed because the technicians said that the photos were just like this. The name of the technology is AI Earth, an AI technology that can quickly analyze satellite imagery. He told me that most of the early satellites' remote sensing images were manually identified, and it often took several months to process remote sensing images of an area. For the same amount of work, AI takes only a few hours to complete. In order to show me more intuitively, the technician also played a game with me, and you can also try it along with me. Can you count how many boats are in this river? The answer is 9. The AI took 8 seconds and I took 4 seconds. In this case, most people can still do it faster than AI. Can you count the number of planes in this airport? The answer is 38 in total. The AI took 9 seconds, but I took 2 minutes, and the count was wrong. But what really made me realize the gap between humans and AI is the last question. Can you count how many houses there are in the city? The answer is that there are a total of 5,100 buildings, and the AI only took more than 9 seconds. So I just gave up. He told me that identifying buildings is only the most basic ability. Farmland, river, and road can be identified too. So this technology can be used for urban planning as well as agriculture statistics. A few months ago, he also cooperated with the Water Conservancy Department to analyze the changes in the flood and assess the damage after the disaster. Hearing that this technology is so widely used, I couldn't help ask, is there an AI technology that a personal user like me can use? Considering the identity of mine, the technician introduced me a kind of AI related to video production. AI video enhancement, which can not only improve the quality of video, but also increase the frame rate of the picture. Soon, the AI processing is completed. So let's have a look at the effects intuitively. The original blurry picture has been greatly improved in color and clarity after AI enhancement. I put the two videos in the editing software and compared them frame by frame, and found that there are many frames that did not exist in the enhanced video material. This is the picture that AI guessed based on the 2 frames of images before and after. Technicians told me that many TV stations have already started using this technology to enhance the picture quality. At this time, you may ask, is this all the content of this video? Friends who have this idea, don't worry, because although the visit to the laboratory is over, the following content is the focus of this video. After an hour drive, I came to a small town, which is also the end of this trip. The City Brain Master Control Room. Its function is as intuitive as its name. A large amount of data is generated every day in the city traffic, public security, and medical care. Previously, this data were only collected and stored, and no value was realized through the analysis. The reason is also very understandable, because the amount of data is too huge. The technician told me that the main control room of the city brain is mainly used for traffic optimization. If the entire city road condition videos were handed over to humans, it would take 150,000 professionally trained traffic police officers to process them. And now, how many cars are there in the city? Which direction should go? AI will respond in a short time. Even in extreme weather, the accuracy of vehicle recognition is very high. By adjusting the duration of traffic lights and dispatching traffic police with this data, the traffic environment can be greatly improved, which shocked me a little bit with hindsight. Technicians also told me that the new version of the city brain will also be plugged into more data. For example, access to medical data. This means that if an emergency situation occurs during a congested period, the city brain will adjust the duration of the traffic lights to allow the ambulance to arrive at scene as quickly as possible, and send the basic information to the hospital's emergency room before the patient arrives at this hospital. To be honest, listening to the technicians talk about this, I'm really shocked. We used to describe a city as a sophisticated machine, but now it sounds like someone who thinks just like us. Out of the main control room of the city building, the trip is coming to an end. I don't know if you still remember the question I asked at the beginning of this video. Why the technology has obviously developed, but our impression of AI has been reduced. The crux of the question is what is the source of our impressions? More than a decade ago, most of these impressions came from the imagination in films and artworks, and it was a kind of imagination about the future. Most of these impressions now come from smart voice assistants in mobile phones, which are an evaluation of the current situation. And this kind of evaluation is often one-sided, because voice interaction is only a very subdivided application of artificial intelligence, and it's more applied in many fields that we are not aware of it at all. The production of brain has increased, the pictures of TV have become smoother, and the transportation in the city has become more convenient. We do not immediately think that AI is playing a role behind this. And more importantly, many things that we were only imagined before have actually been realized. In people's mind, AI is no longer a threat to rule the world or a wise man beyond civilization, but a powerful tool in our lives. The decline in our evaluation of AI is the best proof of the technological development. That's for today. I really hope you guys can enjoy my video. If you are interested in AI, here you will find more interesting AI products, useful tips and tricks. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.